Asymmetric upside is an important idea. Nassim Taleb has talked about that in his books like Anti-Fragile. If you really want a life where you make great decisions, you really do want to understand the world around you. You really do want to be level-headed and understanding how the world works, how nature works, how human psychology works, and how economics work. You want to be able to separate yourself from tribes. Groups, like I said, groups search for consensus, individuals search for truth. Search for truth and find that which makes sense, not to groups, but to you. And then, when you find a great opportunity, study it and just in a Popperian way, in a way aligned with, Karl Popper's epistemology, develop a good explanation for it by identifying a proposition, identifying an opportunity, seeing if it makes logical sense, and then also that it's hard to vary, and that also that as you explore it and twist and think all about it, that you can't find a bad explanation, right? When it came to Bitcoin, I couldn't find, it was so mathematical, there was so much, sensible math, engineering, computation, made sense in terms of the economics of our world, in terms of Austrian economic principles, which made sense to me. I looked for where it could be a bad explanation for Bitcoin succeeding. I couldn't. I think that's the asymmetric upside, where you find an opportunity that just makes sense. It makes sense, and it's hard to vary, and there's nothing you can find that's wrong with it, and yet it goes against consensus. That's where you find opportunity. And I think that's, as individuals, that we search for the real opportunities to do great things in our lives, and to have great opportunities, and to find great people.